Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Critics Collective. And today it's your boys are not so super fan, and we also have Mazzei with us today. And we're gonna be talking about this film that's coming out. I believe this Friday is called Face of Death. Uh, quick premise of the movie: a woman who moderates a YouTube-like platform responsible for filtering out any content that is offensive or violent comes across a group of of the website that appears to be reenacting the murders of original film. As misinformation spread widely online, she must determine whether the killing or real or stage. And this film stars Barbie, Ferreira, Dacre Montgomery, who you guys might know from Stranger Things, and Charlie XCX, and Josie Tech, and Jeremiah Flowers, who you might have seen in films like Night Patrol, The Blackening, and Coming to America 2. So Mate, do the honors. What did you think of this film?
I think it was a great cast. I think for the most part it was enjoyable. It captivated me in the sense of like it was very intensely gory. Like not even intensely gory, but more I was not expecting it to be that gory, like in like the human anatomy way, I would say. I was a little taken back by that. But the acting was great. I think as far as I don't want to give away because I feel like what I got in the trailer is completely different from what I got in the movie. Not in a bad way. I actually enjoyed it because I thought it was gonna be culty and it was more so you know, I don't want to give it away because I feel like it's not shown so much in the trailer, especially that part, until like you're in it. And I guess maybe should can I spoil it? I don't know.
A
Like
bit.
what it is. That it's like more of a serial killer than it's not culty, it's like serial killer. And I wasn't expecting that. And I actually like, I don't know, the serial killer, how he went about as far as like the remaking, like I liked how he portrayed somebody that's not all the way there, but is there. Like is smart, but like is not right in the mind. I like that. Um, I did read a book. It was like a trilogy, Strange Houses. Like the author, he dresses up like we don't know how he looks like. He just dresses up in this like all black and then a mask. It actually was very similar to how he dressed. So it made me think of that. And just like how he has like little hidden compartments. I was like, oh, it was a little similar to that. I don't know. It just I thought of that moment, just I wanted to take note of that. But for the most part, I enjoyed it. The acting, the main woman, Barbie Ferreira. Um, what was her name again? I remember her last name was Romero, right? I forgot what her
Yeah.
first. They didn't really say her first name like that too much. Not that I remember, but
Margaret? Margaret? Oh, Margaret.
Margot. Yes, I feel like she was doing too much. You know, I feel like if we had a little bit more moments of like, I feel like interactions prior to some of the characters, it might have mattered a little bit more. But I liked it. I liked how it was done. I don't really have too many complaints besides that. What do you think?
No, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, some of the decision the character were making, it seems like they do a lot. As you know, that one scene where they're trying to run away, and it's like, yo,
Hmm.
get out of there. And he goes and make that one choice. It's like, what the hell? And I think the whole thing is you kind of understand where people are obsessed with everything that goes on, and like it's all about what you post on social media. And
Hmm.
the whole time she's taking her job so serious, but they don't. they give you a hint of what happened to her if you remember,
Mhm.
and why she takes her job so seriously. But it seems so unrealistic how everybody was so fixated on this one thing, like
Mhm.
be real,
Mhm.
which in real life I don't think people would, you know. Well, it would spread, but I don't
I
think
mean, they
people.
do fixate.
Yeah, but it just the way I guess her character, they made her move around like she was so unhinged most of the time, trying
Mhm.
to get to the bottom of it, risking her job, friends, and eventually, people's lives. But it's not towards the end. You kind of get a bit of an understanding. Okay, maybe she's you get an understanding what who her character is actually is, what type of person, and you just kind of see kind of in a small bit that the main villain, he had
Mhm.
somewhat of a point he was trying to make, but but as far as gore, it was pretty gory. You were right. I, yeah, it's a shorter film, so it was pretty gory. Um, but overall, what's his name? The Montgomery. He
Mhm.
he did a phenomenal job. He was good in Stranger Things, so I'd expect no less from him. So he did a great job playing that character where he's into it, and every scene,
Mhm.
the way he's moved, the way he laughed, everything about him just made that character weird. Even that tone of voice when he's trying to like infiltrate people's houses and stuff. So he did pretty
Mhm.
good as far as that character, which I wish. Uh, well, I'm not gonna
And the
spoil.
little switches.
Yeah, but overall, it was okay film. I think there's things they could have done better, but it was for a horror film. It was okay. It just not towards the end. You kind of get what's happening.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't have anything, Monte, let's go ahead and jump right into it
Mhm.
and give this film its accolade. And as you guys well aware, over here at the Critics Collective, 5 excellent, 4 good, 3 average, 2 below average, 1 poor quality, and 0, as always, my favorite, horrible. So, Monte, what are you?
I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it was I would I watch it again? I don't know. The intense of the goriness, I feel like maybe I can not look since I already seen it before. Um, it is, you know, I don't really have anything negative to say. I really like the acting, the story. I liked it. It was serial killer but gory, so it was a little bit of a thriller too. So I enjoyed it. I think it's worth watching. I feel like it might end up being limited release because I didn't really see it out too much like when I was looking at movies to see this weekend. So definitely if you can watch it, if it's in one of your local theaters, watch it. I think it's definitely a horror movie. If you want to see a horror movie, watch it for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3. I could have been better.
Yeah.
My whole thing is just I don't know. I just didn't sit there rooting for the main character, not towards the end. I was kind of rooting for her, but and again, her decision making kind of led to a lot of, not a lot, but certain thing happening, which I wasn't quite happy with. But
Yeah.
it's like towards the end, kind of get it why she's so unhinged. But again,
See, I feel like I wasn't rooting for her, but I wasn't rooting against her. If that makes sense. Like I
yeah,
didn't
same.
want her to die. I wanted her to live,
It was
but
just,
she was just especially like the cop scene, that shit pissed me off. I was
yeah.
like, "What are you doing? Are you like you heard what just happened and you're not making any." But yeah, I agree with you on that.
But again, the Darky Montgomery, he did a great job as that character.
Mhm.
So pretty good on his part. But overall, definitely check it out if you like gore. That's one
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, you will definitely enjoy it if you like gore and blood.
Hey, a
So
lot of people recently, I'm like, oh, what's a good scary movie? I'm like, well, I feel like there's like, as far as scary, like horror, like being like, okay, like I can be scared at this. I feel like you can get scared. Other ones that are out are better, but they're not as scary. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's more like action. So I feel like, hey, like I said, there's go watch it. See what you think. Let us know.
yeah,
Who do you agree with?
yeah. We'll see. But guys, when you go watch it, come back. Let us know in the comment down below how you felt about it. If you had a chance to watch it earlier, of course, let us know in the comment down below how you felt. But as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you soon. Y'all have a good one.